Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. We are having a recap for the TEA+TAROT Tuesday from last evening that we premiered to the public. So if you are tuning in live right now, you are still a part of the pre-recorded sneak peek that will be releasing after TEA+TAROT Tuesday next week. So thank you for being a part of this co-creation as I share with you what we unfolded. And here comes Tony. What we unfolded from last night's reading. As you know, the full moon at the time of the release of this TEA+TAROT recap, the full moon in Aquarius had just passed on the 19th, but we are still in the post shadows of the full moon portal. And at the time of this recording live, we're in the pre shadows of the full moon. So we're still very much strongly in the full moon vibes. And we have some really beautiful energy that's going on here with the feminine, the masculine, the collective from spirit. And then we have some really beautiful messages that are coming from our Lemurian Galactic Council, as well as some next steps that we can take following the four agreements. So let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? So starting with the feminine over here, we have that she is, the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands, which I'll get to in a minute. But the first card that came out was the Ace of Swords. And I hope you can see it okay. I might need to open the light a little bit better. That looks better. Sorry. I didn't think about that until I started filming. So that's a bit better. So here she has the Ace of Swords, still a little bit of a glare. The Ace of Swords here is really, really powerful. So I know I'm moving around. Forgive me. I'm trying to make this work. I just want you to see it better. Okay, that's a bit better. So the Ace of Swords, she is seeking divine clarity. She's seeking divine clarity about something that she has been pondering over, about a truth that she has been pondering over for quite some time, about who she is, about what her joy is. She's been seeking divine clarity right now about her truth and what brings her joy and her bliss work, as what I'm hearing, and what brings her the ecstasy of life, what makes her light shine. She's asking and calling upon divine, not just divine clarity, but also this divine Ace of Wands, this divine cleansing and purifying of her mind as she goes into this hangman of looking at life from a different perspective, looking for answers from a different angle, from a different perspective, shifting her paradigm because of her past. Her traumas have made her see life from a different, a kind of perspective that was out of, again, post trauma. And it hasn't been in her truth. She hasn't been standing in her truth. And so now she is looking at life from a place of wholeheartedness, of wholesome joy. And she wants to release this hangman. She wants to release this trauma. The hangman that is in the modern goddess deck is of Medusa, and we have, I think we got it for last week's Tea and Tarot Tuesday also. And so, you know, the feminine has been strongly in this hangman position, really seeking new ideas, new perspective, new opportunities is what I'm hearing as well. But she's really, really calling on the divine for this week a lot with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. The story of Medusa, as I explain every time the card comes out, for those who don't know, is that she was, you know, not just some evil witch that turned people to stone. She actually casted the spell on herself because she was so traumatized and abused sexually by men in her life that she put the spell on herself, so that whenever someone looked at her in a sexual way, in a lustful way, in order to protect herself, she made her hair turn them to stone. And of course, that gave her a bad rep because it was the people who wanted her, and, you know, sexually, who wanted to take advantage of her beauty and her innocence and her femininity. I didn't like that. The patriarchal system. And of course, it made her out to be this monster. And that's why it's interesting that she's set for the hangman position, because it makes you really look at life from a different perspective when you know that story about her. You know, it makes you see her differently, that she was actually trying to protect herself. And I'm hearing that the feminine energy here has been doing that for a long time. And that's why the hangman keeps coming out, because she has been looking for clarity on how she can go about life without needing to constantly protect herself. The feminine energy is not the protector, the masculine energy is the protector, right? The feminine energy is the sensual, compassionate, fertile, and receptive energy. She's supposed to just, not she, feminine energy is within all of us, so it's not a gender, even though I say it for sake of ease. So I hope you are okay with that. But the feminine energies is the one that attracts and receives, and, you know, has the thoughts, the ideas, the conception, the dreams, the non physical is how the feminine energy is known. And so she has been going within, really, really contemplating on how she can really come into her truth. And then we have the T formation that came out that says, how strange that nature does not knock and yet does not intrude. So we can get that focused here. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? How strange is it that nature does not knock, yet it does not intrude? And I put that on, I believe, the Ace of Wands, because of the fact that divine, you know, may come in and show its presence through the beauty of spirit, or through the beauty of nature, the flowers, the trees, the, you know, the animals, the birds, all of that, the, you know, rain. And though we don't ask the trees to bloom, we don't ask the flowers to blossom, we don't ask the rain to fall, but yet it still comes in, and it never feels intrusive. And so I'm hearing for the feminine is that as she is in this hangman position and asking and calling upon the divine for clarity, for purity, purifying her past, so that she can really come into her truth, her light, her joy, she will succeed with the Six of Wands. She will have victory. And that's really, really beautiful. Underneath that, I didn't check it last night, but I just was told to do so. because we have the Magician, because she is the master manifester. That's beautiful. Because she is the Magician and she is manifesting her life. She's manifesting. This is beautiful. I'm not trying to look, but she's manifesting a new life, a new contract, a life. She's manifesting living larger than life, manifesting a a life of, I'm hearing luxury and beauty and bountifulness and abundance and pride. Just again, the peacock feathers represent, being prideful, and if you show up, and it can be in a high vibrational prideful way. It doesn't have to be low vibrational prideful egoic way, but I'm hearing showing up in your truth, like living your life like it's golden, right? Showing up, standing out, not being afraid to stand out of the crowd, not being afraid to show those peacock feathers bright and vibrant, not being afraid to love everything about yourself. That is what she is getting the clarity on, how she can live her life, how she can find joy, where she can place joy, and how she can clear and purify from her past. So if that resonates with some of you, definitely, I hope that it helps you understand a little bit of the energy that's going on right now, with this full moon. And you can even see the moons on the hangman as well, with the butterflies for transformation. The masculine is really beautiful as well. I should probably, now that I think about it, put something on the world card because I need to put clothes on her. The masculine, also at the bottom of the deck, has the sun to mirror the feminine sun. So I love that they're mirroring each other as well. What the masculine doesn't see coming is that joy is coming for him, because what he's feeling right now at first is maybe going through the King of Cups, the Three of Swords and Temperance. So also really learning how to heal that some third party karmic, heartbreak that he went through, whether it's with a person or a job, or whether it's financial, whether it's with an addiction. He's really learning how to emotionally mature from this karmic heartbreak and balance his energy of the old, of the pain, as well as into this emotional maturity, and really learning how to alchemize all of that energy, which is really beautiful because I'm pretty sure these three came out last week as well. But it was the King of Pentacles with the Three of Swords and the Temperance. So I think that's very interesting and beautiful, actually, that he's maturing into the King of Cups. Learning how to be able to be surrounded by water, the emotions of life. You see how it's like raining. It's like a storm here, with the Three of Swords as well. And then he's like in this ocean on this little plaque, of, a little cement thrown around this storm and the ocean around him. So it's like he's just has all this emotional turmoil around him, heartbreak, trauma, or trying to, I just heard, trying to sober up, pure, sober from those karmic ties. It could be the karmic, um, toxic toxicity of codependency. It could be of addiction with alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, whatever. Those are also third parties. It could be, addiction to workaholism. Last week we saw that with the King of Pentacles was giving that vibe. So whatever it is that the masculine is healing from this, he really is maturing, and it's really beautiful that he's learning how to balance and temper and alchemize that energy so it can merge and clear and cleanse and purify into something of emotional, maturity. And he's really working hard with the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, really working hard on learning how to lay the burdens down of the weight of the world on his shoulders. He is a hard worker, and I see this with these two together, that he has been doing nothing but working, and now he's there, he's at a completion, he's completed all of that heavy burden that he's been carrying from that third party karmic toxic tie that he's been in. It's time to lay that down. It's time to start a new cycle. Tens are of completion. It's time to start a new cycle, something that he has been working on, trying to complete, trying to build, trying to release. But he has been working so hard to keep his pentacles, is what I'm hearing, to keep his financial stability. He's working so hard on his self, is what I'm also hearing with that, because we have the king, we have the queen of wands here. You know, he's working hard on himself. Perhaps, again, going back to that, maybe he's going to, you know, AA classes for sobriety. Maybe he's going to um, the gym to work out. Maybe he's got like a health coach to try and, you know, be healthier and feel lighter and better about himself. Maybe he's got a haircut. Maybe he's keeping up with his skincare routine. Who knows, right? Maybe that's just something, because he is really working hard to build confidence in himself for this new world. And again, I have to cover this up. For this new world here. Again, the world card is the final major arcana. Once again, another completion, so that he can tap into a whole new world. And maybe if you know, some of you, masculine might be one of the fixed signs of Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Now, two of those fixed signs are prominent in the collective, because we're in the full moon in Aquarius right now, and then we're also in Leo season. So take that as it resonates. But definitely working on building the confidence to complete this old world and to step into a new world. And then there's the page of swords. So he's really watching how, I'm hearing, watching how others are doing it for some. Maybe he never really had that. I just saw a line of maybe like 10 birds that just flew right in, they're all in a vertical line or horizontal line that flew right overhead. And then I noticed these birds here at the top. The swords are of air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But also that also means communication. It also means mental and messages. Pages are messengers. So I'm hearing he's watching the collective to see how it's done, to see how he can show up and communicate. Perhaps there is a message he wants to send. Yeah, that could be the case. You know, Page of Swords is known as the stalker of the zodiac, or of the tarot. So, you know, maybe he is watching someone. Maybe he's watching the feminine. It is kind of moving. He's kind of peeking back over towards the feminine uh, column here. Maybe he's watching the feminine as she is moving into her light, you know, following her bliss and joy and glowing up, is what I'm hearing. Maybe he's watching her glow up, and he wants to, you know, that's why he's working hard to build confidence in himself, so that he can send a message, perhaps to manifest this whole new world, this divine new world that is intended and destined for him. He's using all the tools that he has. This is really beautiful. This is where he ended. This is where he started with this Three of Swords. And this is where he's ending with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. He has really grown up and matured and is learning how to use all the tools. So maybe he has been seeking counsel, maybe he's been asking friends, maybe he has been getting professional help with however it is that is bringing him into this Queen of Wands of confidence that he's been really working hard on so he can release the burdens and move into this new world. He's manifesting. Perhaps again, he's trying to manifest a conversation to start with this divine new world that is written in the Akashic records. There's the fixed signs again, right? You have all the fixed signs here in the world card as well. And you know, fixed signs don't like change. So to have an Aquarius full moon in the Leo sun is definitely interesting. A double fix, fire and air. But fire and air complement each other, actually. They're the two complementary elements. And because the air cools down the fire, fans down the fire, right? So I'm hearing with these two fixed signs right now as well is that, you know, the masculine energy within us all like may not like change, or we may struggle with some of the changes that are happening, perhaps from the heartbreak and the trauma and the PTSD that has kind of made us stuck and carrying all of that weight of other people's, I'm hearing, of other people's energy. But we're learning how to manifest. We're learning how to transmute with that temperance card back there as well, so that we can rightfully take back what is ours, so we can reclaim what is rightfully ours, what is our birthright, our soul right. Yeah, our soul contract. Because look, you have that infinity, the 8. And since we are in August still, the month of 8, and we just closed out the Lionsgate portal, and at the time of this unfolding of the TEA+TAROT episode, it was August 17th, which is another 888 portal, because 1 plus 7 is 8, reduces to 8. So it was another beautiful and infinite and highly manifested day. And this is what he is tapping into, his own Akashic powers. That's really beautiful. His own, I'm hearing his own superpowers. Really beautiful, masculine. And like I said, at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see is the sun, is joy. He will come into joy. He will come into joy. And the Tower card actually was in reverse. So let me do, I'll show you this way. It was in reverse, with the Sun card being the only card that was upright. Everything else in the deck was reversed. And the Tower reverse with the Sun card shows me that there is there was a breakdown. I'm hearing a breakdown to break through. There was a catastrophe, catastrophizing moment. That's a fun word to say. That really kind of broke him, but it's like a shell, right? You break the shell so that you can really get to the core of truth, which the Sun card is all about. He kind of had to break the spell, is what I'm hearing, so that he could really tap into the love, the joy within himself, the innocence, to come back to the innocence of himself, of joy, of bliss. Really, really beautiful, masculine. And then the collective came out with a couple of cards, the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So also really beautiful that we have this here, again, calling on the divine, really trusting in spirit to clear and purify the energy of the land so that the collective can use their discernment with their heart equally yoked with their mind, so that they can trust what is happening, how they can make the decisions, how they can set the healthy boundaries, and also so that they can make decisions and choices that aren't so overwhelming with past energy. That's why the Ace of Wands is here, to clear the energy, to purify the energy, so that now you can make your decisions based from a new standpoint, without all of the heaviness of, post-traumatic stress, without all of the anxiety of the unknown in the future, so that you can just understand what your heart is telling you and where it's taking you. And also listen to your mind as well. There's a lot of mind chatter that I'm hearing here, in the sense of, again, really seeking that clarity and cleanliness of our heart and mind, so we can really move into this beautiful Two of Cups. This could be about a love conversation for some. The Two of Cups is that soul contract. That Two of Cups is about your soul tie. And underneath that is the Ten of Pentacles. So, yes, asking divine for purification of the heart and mind, so that you can really tap into this beautiful high heart chakra, love, ecstatic bliss. Your higher self can now receive the higher self of your counterpart and be a, I just heard a power couple, and be a equal partnership of give and receive and respect. That way, that love can transcend to generations, generations and generations of abundance. Your love will leave a legacy beyond your human experience, because you will build and grow wealth with love, with finances, with emotional, spiritual, physical abundance. Your children and children's children will be able to still reap the benefits of your conscious love, because you have been doing the work, because you have been trusting in divine, because you have been clearing. Look, you probably had to go through an ego death, right? This is not an easy journey to go on. If you resonate with, divine love, being activated by divine love, or if you resonate with the twin flame journey, if that is something that, it may not resonate for all, but if it resonates for you, you had to go through some ego death, some dark nights of the soul, to get to this Two of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. You had to go through the Ten of Swords and the death. Transformation, Pluto energy. Pluto is in Aquarius in retrograde right now. So that is of, that's, in with the moon, with the full moon in Aquarius, that is a lot of learning how to transform, transmute what is no longer serving you. All of those ties that have been holding you back, holding you down, limiting you, those limiting beliefs, disempowering agreements about yourself, about life, and you're transmuting it. You have now risen from that death. And you see the Fool card. You've risen from that death and are now in the heart chakra to take the leap of faith. Really beautiful. To take the leap of faith, collective. It's time. You have the heart chakra and the high heart chakra. Okay. So it's definitely time to take that leap of faith in love. And I see that you're asking for discernment. Do I go with my heart? I'm hearing also for some of you, you might be feeling at a conflict between two people, the Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Maybe you're feeling, maybe you are, holding space in your heart from a past relationship. Again, if this is a twin flame connection, then it could be that you're in separation or at a distance physically with your divine counterpart, and perhaps as a new soulmate came in or a new person has come in that could be perhaps a high vibrational soulmate, a catalyst that is teaching you new ways of how to love equally, respectfully. And you might be feeling weary about it. I'm hearing for some, I'm channeling this for, could be even just for one person. You might be feeling weary about, is this new person, someone that I should spend my energy on? Trying to go over the mind, rational, right? Versus the heart. But I'm hearing spirit, that's why you're going in this hangman position right now. That's why you're going through balance, because you're trying to understand, is this a matter of finding joy? And what is joy? Is joy only with this divine counterpart? If so, then you're kind of seeing it as if you are external to your divine counterpart. If you are in a twin flame journey, if you are activated by divine love and you are, resonating with a divine counterpart, then that counterpart is not separate from you, even if you are at a physical distance. You are one. You are one soul, one body. You are the divine together. Soul recognizes soul. Soul does not recognize time or space. And so, if you are being conflicted with the physical presence of a new person who is a high vibrational person, who maybe brings, is fun to hang out with, brings joy to you, but it's not your divine counterpart, that's what you're going within to seek clarity on, to purify from your past, from your fears, is what I'm hearing, the false expectations appearing real. Because what I'm hearing from spirit is that you cannot lose what you are, and you and your divine counterpart are one, our soul. So you cannot lose what you are. You cannot fail or miss what is destined for you with this Wheel of Fortune. So that's why Spirit over here is saying there is, again, you are the magician. You are activating purpose with the Temperance card and the Magician card, confirming for the energy of the masculine. And also just reassuring us that we are the master manifestors, the co-creators of our destiny. Our soul chose this journey, and we're balancing, tempering, alchemizing our purpose. The Hierophant card at the bottom here is of contracts. So we are manifesting and alchemizing our world to match our soul's contract, because that is what we came to this earth to create, to tap into, to unfurl back to. The Nine of Crystals and the Page of Cups, that is of being in your own independent space, loving who you are, fulfilling yourself independently of an external partner, and also staying true to your innocence, to your initial desires, your innocent desires, your pure love is what I'm hearing. To the pure love that you are. When you stay true to that within yourself, then you will manifest a life of abundance and radical expansion and acceptance with the High Priestess and the Queen of Crystals. A lot of feminine energy here. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are a pair. They are the original gangsters, I just heard. They are the original masculine and feminine, divine masculine and feminine. So they are coming out here to say that we are, and then underneath that, I didn't even see that. Underneath the Hierophant is the Two of Cups, really cute. Yes, because we are manifesting a mature, let me get this straight. There we go. We are manifesting a mature, the mature version of our love, conscious love. We are the council, the Hierophants and the High Priestess are the two that people come to for blessings, for ordained ministry, to be blessed under holy matrimony, for marriage, for contracts in love. The High Priestess people come to for wisdom and guidance. And you are manifesting that. You are manifesting the divine feminine and masculine contracts of divine love, of conscious love. The Chariot under that with this unicorn, really beautiful. Movement is underway. The Chariot card is of movement, of taking action at thy will, at divine will. Let me show you this. I love this little Chariot card with the unicorn. It's so cute. So you are moving in your unicorn space, in your unicorn light, moving at unicorn speed. Okay? Trusting in divine timing. Trusting that, yeah, the Nine of Cups under that, because you are coming into fulfillment, self contentment, self admiration, and what that is allowing you to do. Really beautiful. What that is allowing you to do is to really cultivate, receive, right? A lot of feminine energy of receiving, attracting. You're manifesting through receiving, by receiving and attracting this beautiful abundance. You're learning how to forgive yourself with this radical acceptance. I always think of with the High Priestess, because she learns from her mistakes. She learns how to take her past experiences and to cultivate a stronger connection and relationship with divine, instead of letting it bring her to shame and causing separation from divine. And then we have the Page of Wands. And again, another page for messengers. You're activating this new adventure. Enjoy the journey is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Enjoy the journey. This is so much beautiful support that Spirit is helping us endure. The Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Magician, the Temperance, the Page of Cups and Page of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and then we saw the Nine of Crystals, the Queen of Crystals, or Pentacles. So Spirit is saying, enjoy this journey. Even if you are, even if you are manifesting this beautiful soul love, and you might have a a different person coming in while you're in a at a distant space from your divine counterpart, you are never in separation with your divine counterpart. You are one. So enjoy the journey, because while you're in this separation, and do what your heart feels, your heart, remember that Queen of Swords, your heart and your mind, but most importantly, honor the adventure, honor the journey, honor the purity, the innocence of just enjoying life, not taking love so seriously is what I'm hearing. Love doesn't have to be so serious. It doesn't have to be, you know, if I do X, then Y will come, so I can't have Z and I can't taste a little bit of C. It's about it's about being able to just enjoy life and enjoy the experience. Yeah. Enjoy the experience. And you can do that in a way, and it will not push your partner or your divine counterpart away. Why? Because you cannot lose what you are. You cannot ruin what is divinely orchestrated and destined for you. So, our next steps from the four agreements came through and said, always do your best, love and nurture your body. And the T formation says, gratitude. What is it saying? Sorry, I can't see it. I'm reading it upside down. Gratitude leads to love. So, this experience, this next step, I'm hearing, get a gratitude journal. Write down all the things you're grateful for instead of all the things you are nervous or anxious for, or all the things that you are scared for, or all the things that you are confused about. Write out what you are grateful for. Grateful for your body, grateful for this human experience, grateful for the journey. I'm going to read this, and then I don't know if I can read it upside down. I'll try. Okay. It says, your body, your own body, is a manifestation of God. And if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind, and when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. Really beautiful. That takes me to the Queen of Wands energy as well, as the Temperance card to purify. And again, the Magician coming out twice, as well as the Temperance card coming out twice, shows that we are, again, our body is a manifestation of God. So instead of getting so caught up in who chooses us and who we choose and all of this external, first, just love who we are. Love everything about our physical body, our spiritual body, our mental and emotional health and well being. And listen to the sound of the universe that Lemuria says. If you are a musician, every time I see this card, I think that this is for the musicians out there, the artists, to listen, to cultivate your joy, your highest self, to honor your heart, honor your mind, honor the feelings that you are feeling, and also to transmute those energies with the Temperance and Magician cards into a creative, beautiful outlet of music, of song, of poetry, of art, of dance. This T formation says talking to plants is one way of talking directly to spirit. And I thought that was pretty, even though, the music, the sound of the music of the universe can also be the sound of nature, the sound of and it's funny because plants don't really speak, right? They don't make sounds. But to see the presence of their energy, how they grow without complaining, how they, they don't get jealous of each other for growing faster or blooming first. They don't get scared when the rain falls too heavily. They don't get of drowning. They don't get scared when the winter comes and they have to die so that they can then be reborn in the spring. The bottom of the deck for Lemuria was the Realm Bridger. You are bridging the realms. You have the numbers 41, and then the sound of the universe is 51. So the artistry that you are cultivating as you are channeling with your gifts of music, with your gifts of art and dance and just whatever outlet it is for you, that actually bridges the realms between worlds, from the 5D to the 3D, from the non-physical to the physical. It bridges the realms of feminine and masculine, yin and yang, light and shadow. It bridges the realms of heaven and earth. What I'm hearing is we are the bridge between heaven and earth. That is our beautiful gift as humans on this experience, as spirits in this, in the cloak of humanity, as we are just here for a blink of an eye. And as we are here in this blink, we are expanding, we are awakening, we are alivening, we are creating. And so the cool part about being spiritual beings in human bodies is that we get to connect with our higher self. We get to connect with spirit and divine. That's what tarot does, is connects the energies and articulates them in a human manner with pictures, with words. And that's where listening, for musicians and artists, when you paint a picture, when you dance a dance, when you sing a song, when you write lyrics or write poetry, you are bridging those realms of speaking the energy, the language of energy through these artistic outlets. So just know that you might not know how to read tarot, you may not speak in tongue, you may not, whatever, feel that you are a, psychic, intuitive channeler, but you are when you create. Mhm. When you create, when you're in your bliss, when you're in your joy, when you're in your innocence, when you're in love with yourself, you are creating, you are living the energies of divine. You are speaking the language of divine, of spirit, because the language of spirit is love. Gratitude leads to love. It's a really beautiful reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this co-creation and Also, thank you for being a part of my soul tribe here on my channel, Princess Leah 888. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and feel free if you haven't already done so to do so, to hit that notification bell so you can know whenever I do go live for any energy check-ins or my TEA and Tarot Tuesdays, Daily Divines. We're starting week 3 of the soul cleansing journey, and on my daily divine messages. So feel free to be a part and take a look at the last 2 weeks of as we are living freely, fully, and deeply in conscious love. Week 3 is about taking transformative action so that we can live in our best authentic power. So, if that sounds interesting to you, definitely come and be a part of our soul tribe. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. We have some great August promotions going on for new reader or new time comers, new time clients. If you have not booked a reading with me before, your first reading will be free, a pre-recorded 3 card pull from Spirit over any topic you would like to chat about. And if you have booked a reading with me, your next TEA and Tarot reading will be at a discounted price. It'll be a full in-person or over live Zoom reading. You'll get a 1 ounce loose leaf tea of from my VIBEZZZ apothecary for those who are in the U.S. because right now that's all where I'm shipping to. And right now, that discount for the month of 8 for the 8/8 portals, it's for $88. So definitely take advantage of that for the month of August. You can email me at femrims811@gmail.com for any interest of a first time read or a returning full TEA and Tarot personal reading. Or you can find me on my social media on Instagram or TikTok at Princess Leah 888. I really appreciate you all being here. I love you very much. And until next time, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.